everybody, Miss Baker here. Here is an option for you today. You might like to do a spring artwork. So there's two options. There's one that Mrs. Hayes has kindly put together for us. And I know some of us did that last year. We chose that artwork because we have had the Olympics in Japan, and that vase is a Japanese design. And then also famous in Japan is the cherry blossoms. And it is the start of spring, and we see lots of cherry blossoms blooming around Australia as well. And I know that I have lots around my area. I see them every time I go for a walk. So if you have done that artwork with me before, this is another option. And all you need for this artwork is a piece of paper, up to you the size. I've just got an A4. You just need some textures and some coloured pencils. Okay, so I'm going to show you, we're going to do a flower artwork because in springtime, lots of flowers bloom and you see them everywhere, and it makes it really, it's a really beautiful time of the year. So we're going to do like a tulip artwork, and it's all about patterns. So the first step is to draw yourself a little hill. So I'm going to start, I'm not even going to start right at the bottom of my page. I'm just going to start and draw my hill like this. And like I said to you, it's all about patterns. So I'm actually going to section off my hill. Doesn't matter how you do it. The lines don't have to be perfect. As long as it's split up into different sections. Okay. Next, I am going to draw my tulips. So you might be better at this than me, but I'm going to have a go. This is my stalk of my first tulip. I'm going to do the leaves. And then I'm going to draw my tulip buds. So they sort of come out like this. They go up and they go down and up and around, and then I'm going to draw the top part of it like that. Okay, so I'm going to draw a few more of those. You can do different size tulips. They don't all have to be the same size. Same shape for my leaves. So they're all going to have a similar shape, but they'll be different colors and different sizes. All right, I might draw a few more. So we've got the stem, the leaves, the bud. It's like a bucket with two spikes, and then you can add the third bud in there later on. Here we go. I might do two more, I think, will fit nicely on my page. So as you can see, it's pretty simple so far, but how you make it look amazing is with the patterns that you choose when you start colouring. Okay, and I'm going to, now that I've got all my tulips, I'm going to section off the sky as well. So you can do it with a ruler if you want to be a bit more precise, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to draw some sections. So there's one there. It's going to go to there. And that one I might continue up like that. Then I might go down here. And it's going to make more sense when you see it coloured in. And one down that way. Then I might go across like that. Okay. So that's the drawing part. So you might want to pause this and do your drawing, and then I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do in a couple of the sections. Okay, prep. So you need to choose if you're going to use textures or pencils, or maybe a bit of a combination of both. I'm going to do a little bit of the sky first and show you what I'm going to do. And then you can choose your own patterns. So my first pattern is going to be this. I'm going to go over one of the sections here. And I'm going to draw some circly shapes in there. And you can sort of do any design that you want. It doesn't have to be the same as mine. You might have some good ideas. You will have some good ideas. Might just do some spirals. So this one's going to be all about circular shapes in this box. It can even be a bit of a spiral. And then what I'm going to do when I finish doing this part, I'm actually going to shade the background with a pencil. So you can do your whole thing in texture if you really want to, but I really like the combination of textures and pencil. I think it looks quite effective. I'm not going to go over this bit because that's going to be part of my mountain. Okay, so I've done this section. Might just do another one in there, fill in the gaps a bit. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, I'm going to use a lighter color and I'm just going to shade that part, the background of that part. So it's going to be the blue of the sky, but as a pattern. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to continue and use like light blue next time and do a different pattern. So for example, I might just do some stripes in this bit. I'll go over my grey lead as a different pattern. But I'm just going to use different shades of blue. Then maybe I'll do some coming down this way. And then I might shade in that section in a darker blue perhaps. And so you can see that you're going to start getting lots and lots of different patterns. I'm just doing this quickly so I can show you. For your sky. And you're going to do the same for the grass. So again, I'm going to use two different colors. So this section I might do, for example, of the hill, a pattern in dark green. And then this part I might do in light green. And then I might go dark green again. This section here. And then the light green. And then the dark green. Might even go like that there. Put the light green in here. So I'm going to have different patterns. And it could even just be as simple as a whole heap of little dots. All right, so I'm going to finish all of mine off and show you what the finished product will look like. And then you can have a little turn of your own. For the flowers, I'm going to keep them simple. I'm just going to color them in plain colors with no patterns. I'm going to leave the patterns for the background and for the hill. All right, I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, everyone, so I'm still going. This is what I've got so far. I just thought I'd show you some of the patterns that I have been doing. And I thought I might show you how to do this one here because it's really easy. So all you have to do is draw some squiggly lines. So I'm just going to do it in this section here. So some squiggly lines. Okay. It's going to be a bit tricky because I'm going around my flower, but that's okay. So first job is now you sort of join them up. So I'm going to do rainbows in that little section there. Now in this big section, instead of going over, I'm going to go under. So it's an under rainbow. Can you see that? It's an under rainbow. An upside down rainbow is probably a better way of saying it. Now next I'll go over again. So a proper rainbow shape this time, all the way down. And then in the next section, I go under like a bucket. So they're the opposite to each other, each little section. And then now I'm going to do a proper, the normal rainbow shape over. And then in this last little section is the under bucket. And there you have that little pattern there. So that's a nice easy one to do. The dots are really easy to do. You might like to do this zigzag pattern. That was a really easy one to do. I'll do that up here. I'll show you. So it's literally just the pointy part of a triangle, basically, like an arrow. Down. And each time you just get a bit bigger as your paper gets bigger in that section. And you have to work around your flowers. Start working around your flowers for this last part. And then pretend that the V's there. So that's that pattern. Now I'll just colour the background. What else can I show you? Oh, this one's kind of cool. Now, I'm just going to start here. So you go rainbow shape, colour that in. Rainbow shape again, but this time instead of colouring it, do lines. And then rainbow shape again, colour it in. It's kind of like a wheel. So there's that one. You could even leave, and then you just do it again up here, but you might change it up. So you go wheel part, then leave a bit, maybe leave a clear one in between, colour it. It's harder when you have to go around the shapes. So then you got wheel, and then a coloured bit. You can do it again up here, wheel, and then colour. So you could go all the way around through here. So then if I was going to do it here, I could do wheel part, leave that bit, and then colour the top bit there if I wanted to. Something like that, just mixing it up a bit. And then I could start it again, colour it in, wheel part, and then colour it in. So you can use the textures to colour little sections, I suppose. And then, for example, you might leave the background of that one white instead of shading it, because I'm going to shade these three in a lighter coloured pencil, and this one maybe a darker coloured pencil. So keep going, see what sort of patterns you come up with. I'm going to keep going and I will check back once I have finished all of it. Okay, everyone, here we have the finished product. So everyone's is going to look a little bit different from each other. You might choose to do all of yours in Texta. You might choose to use a bit of pencil and Texta. Like I said earlier, I quite like the look of a bit of pencil and Texta. And you can see some backgrounds I've shaded in and others I haven't. So just mix it up. Just do whatever you feel like doing. Think of any patterns that you want to do. The more different patterns you do, the more effective it looks, and enjoy. That is the most important thing. This is something that you don't have to rush on. You can take as much time as you want to do it. Today is all about you. So if you choose to do this artwork, I hope you really enjoy doing it, and I hope you have a wonderful well-being day.